Follow your heart. There are things that the heart can understand and feel that the mind cannot relate to. There are things that you feel, that you know in your heart of hearts, that's not logical, it's not practical, it's not realistic, but there's something in you that says, I can do this. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. People that are hungry are uncommon people. Are hungry, have a vision of themselves when they leave here, leaving a legacy and not liabilities.
How do you get to that next level? You must learn to dominate. You cannot compete. Domination, not competition. Anybody can do this, folks. Anybody can do this. This is not about a college degree. This is about massive amounts of action. Whatever you think you're worth, if you're not sure of your own value, your own goals, and what you want, the world will never reward you of what you want, your value, and your goals.
People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry are relentless. People that are hungry are unstoppable. People that are hungry refuse to give up. I'm willing to make this happen. No excuse is acceptable. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I can do it. If anybody's ever done it at any point in time in history, then what's possible for one is possible for me, and I'm going to do it. It's my time. It's possible. It's necessary. It's me. It's hard. It's worth it. I don't know what you want to do. Seemed like yesterday when I was the new kid on the block. Now at 68, I'm the old timer. My mother, I remember the first home I bought her in. This home she saw, she didn't know I had planned to get that home for her. I purchased the home and I said, Mama, I think I know the people who live there. You do? I said, yes, ma'am. I said, I'm gonna stop in and say hello. And I drove there and I opened the door and she got out, and Mama at that time, around 76, she held my arm and we were walking toward the house. And we got to the door and I couldn't hold it anymore. I reached in my pocket, I took the key out, and I put it in the door. This is your home. Mama, I bought this for you. I pushed the door open. She stuck her head in the door. She said, anybody home? I said, no, Mama. Nobody's here. This is yours. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, and if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, and if you simply go after that thing that you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, with the help of God, you'll get it.
Have you been thinking about getting into Forex trading? Forex trading opens up a world of opportunity for those who know how to do it properly. You can experience financial freedom and reap tremendous rewards for your trading skills. Unfortunately, many programs make big promises and throw students into the trading market without the proper knowledge and expertise to succeed. Fortunately, there is a solution. Great White FX Academy is the best place to start your Forex trading journey with the tools, resources, and education necessary to help you thrive in the market. Great White FX is an online Forex training platform that provides technical training that will help you succeed. It is of the utmost importance to have a proper qualitative education to participate in Forex trading, and that is exactly what Great White FX focuses on. You can reach us on Facebook at Great White FX and Forex Educational Academy. on Instagram at GreatWhiteFX, on Twitter at GreatWhiteFX, or call us at 234-803-930-61888.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. You're welcome to today's weekly Forex Outlook with GreatWhiteFX. Please, if you can hear me clearly and see my screen, please type in yes into the chat box. If you can hear me clearly and see my screen, please type in yes into the chat box. If you can hear me clearly, please type in yes into the chat box. Okay. Okay, so let's start off. So today is the market is, let's say, basically 23rd. So tomorrow, the Japanese market is on bank holiday. Then by 9:15 West African time, we have French flash services PMI. Then also at that time, we have a medium impact news. Then by 9:30, we have the German flash marketing manufacturing PMI. So we have some host of high impact news. Draghi is speaking by 3. Let's find about this might have some weight. This might have some weight. It's monetary due to testify about the economy and monetary policy before the European Parliament Economic and Monetary Affairs Committee. This might have some effect. That's coming by 3 p.m. So it's a lot of mixed bag tomorrow, but mainly about the euro currency pair. So that said, let's get down to our pairs for the week. So as always, we start off with the dollar index. So looking at the dollar index for the week, it seems to be more like consolidatory. You can see it just seems to be more of a consolidatory move. So if we go down into our intraday chart on the dollar index, you can see it's more of in a range. You can see it rallied up, then went into a sideways channel here. So chart is still loading. So basically, this is what we have. If price moves above this zone, then it might move higher. But most likely, it might come down to this level. So if it retests this zone and doesn't go back above it, it might come down to 98.20. And should 98.20 hold as support, you might see price go back up. So it's more like a range. This is your range top, this is your range bottom. So you play it accordingly. But do not forget there is a trend line. And that trend line is running all the way from somewhere down here. Trend line is running all the way from somewhere down here. So this pair is more like in a sideways range. So the next pair we're looking at is gold. My network doesn't seem to be tip-top today. So looking at gold is like a bullish close. But if you look at this bullish close, it's at this area. There's this neckline here. This neckline. So this is the game plan for gold. As long as price closes above 150, 1520.12, then it might move higher. But if 1520.12 holds as resistance, then price might come back into this range. As you can see, this has been the range it has been playing into. So you watch what happens at this area. If you notice, I think on Friday it spiked below this area, and after that it continued up. So for now, gold is approaching a level of importance. You need to see it break. If it gives you a retest and continues back up, then you can take a long position. But if it rejects from here and you take a short position, you just need to know that your first TP might come in at this area. That's just what you need to be aware of. First TP might come in at this top area. So the next pair we're looking at is USD CHF. So looking at the USD CHF from daily point of view, well, you can see we have this bearish engulfing slash railway track here. As you can see, price is finding support at this area. So this is, and given this prior area here, because if you notice what price did was that price spiked through this high and then dropped. So if we go into our intraday chart on the USD, what is the likely game plan of play on the USD CHF? So if we look at USD CHF, you can see it's in an ascending mode. You understand? But it had issues here. Okay, so this is what we have on this pair. There's a possibility it might pull back up. It might pull back up to 99. If this zone holds as resistance, then you might see price take out this trend line. So for now, it's at the support structure area. We need to be aware of that. Hello, if you can hear me clearly and see my screen, please type in yes. If you can hear me clearly and see my screen, please type in yes. If you can hear me clearly and see my screen, please type in yes. So with the audio issue, you need to disconnect and reconnect back. Thank you, everybody. So for now, the USD CHF is sitting at the support. That's where he's just basically sitting at. So we just need to be aware of where he is. So the best, because he has given you a bearish signal of the daily. So what you'll be looking for is you need to sell into a rally. So you need a rally to sell it to, and the best area will be from this zone up here. So that's the next pair we're moving over to is USD, Euro USD. So looking at the Euro USD, it seems to be sideways consolidation. As you can see, we have a bullish railway track. Do you see it? After this, almost like kind of like long week candle formation here. So, and the low of this candle has not been taken out. So if we go into our intraday chart, that's what we just basically have. So there's a possibility you're looking at a range division slash a bullish momentum buildup. So we need to be pretty much aware of that. As long as this zone 1.9905 is not taken out, there's a greater possibility that price might rally up. As long as this zone here is not taken out, as this lower zone here is acting as support, the possibility that price will rally up. But should this zone get taken out, wait for the retest and they move back to retest this area here. As you can see, when price pairing here, it bounced. So, like I said on the daily, it's kind of like range. This is the range area you're looking at. If you have to look at this from the daily, you have something here, and you have at this cover. That's just where you have your range on the daily. That's just what it's playing at. So if price breaks out above any of these range, it might continue in that direction. So the next pair we're going to look at is GBP USD. So let's go down to the GBP USD. So looking at the GBP USD, and looking like this looks like a bearish formation. It's like a bearish formation, because if you switch, let me get rid of all this. If you switch your chart to line chart, you find out that you have a series of, there's a swing high here. If you go back to candlestick, you can see the rejection from there. So that shows that there might be a bit of weakness on this bed. With all this Euro news lined up tomorrow, we just need to exercise a bit of caution. So on this pair, as long as the price does not go above 1.2579, it might still go lower. But if it should close above 1.257, then you need to wait for a little bit of pullback and the move higher. But for now, just need to see what it does when it gets into this zone. If it goes into this zone and start to drop, you need to see a 4-hour close below 1.25 groups. A good 4-hour close below 1.25 groups, because in my experience, if it goes into this zone, it might use the lower zone as support to rally back up. So you need to be aware of that. The next pair we're looking into is GBPCHF. So looking at the GBPCHF, well, same thing too, same thing. If I should get rid of all this and switch my chart to line chart, I find out that I have something here and I have another one here. So if I go back to my candles, you can see what happened here. So as where price had this issue at this moment. So now on this pair, it's still looking slightly bullish. As you can see, it has a series of higher lows, no lower high yet. So if this zone holds as support, price may rally back. So you're looking at the situation of something like this. Price comes in here, finds support, it might move up. But if it goes below here, then you're looking at something. A move above here, same price towards this area. So that's just what you need to be aware of on this pair. That's what we need to be aware of on this pair. Did I look at Euro GBP? I don't think I looked at Euro GBP. I did not. I didn't look at Euro GBP. Sorry. I didn't look at Euro GBP. At Euro GBP. Looking at Euro GBP. This is let me go to the weekly. If you go to the weekly, and you pull your fib from this low to this high, and you see where price is bouncing off the 61.8. It's still bearish. It's still bearish, because if you look at it on the daily, there is no reversal pattern yet, but it has found support at 1.8803, which is a psychological level and as well as a fib 61.8 level. So now, and if you look at this from a 4-hour, you see this channel down. This channel down, as you can see. Price hit the channel severally, but couldn't go below it. So now the storyline is this. If price goes back above 88.39, it's going to move higher. As if this pair goes back above 88.39, it's going to move higher. But if it goes below 87.89, it's going lower. So you have something like this. That's just what you have on this pair. So if it goes above this level, this is the first port of call. This is the first resistance zone on this pair. So this is the first resistance zone on this pair. You need to be aware. So that's just what we have. The market has opened, so I think I've done GBP CHF. Now let me go to USD JPY. USD JPY. So let's get down to it. Network is not at its best today. So looking at this pair now, well, it's still bullish. We just have a bit of a pullback here. That's just what we seem to have. So let's go down to our intraday chart to find out what the chart looks like from the intraday view. So look at this chart. Still loading because I have my levels marked up here. Still loading. Taking its time. Well, the charts will be posted after this lecture. That's when I'll post the chart. So if we look at the USD, you can see where it is now. But on the overall picture, there is a bigger, see this channel? It's a bigger channel here. So now the deal is, as long as price does not go below 107.52, it's going to continue moving higher. That's just the storyline now. So this is your line in the sand. This is your line in the sand. Let me carry that. It needs to do something like this, then move back up. But if it goes below here, you need to see it retest, then it's going further down. That's just what we have on this pair for now. If that happens, then these other levels, there are still some levels here I need to put into play. Like I have one here, have a level here, excuse me, here, and probably here. So these are levels I would work up on later. This here. So let's see. The next pair we're going to look at is Euro Yen. Looking at the Euro Yen. Well, it closed bearish. Friday's close is bearish. As you can see, it's a bearish engulfing. It took out this low here. So let's go into the charts to see what we're looking at in this pair. So let's see. The network is not at its peak performance today. Taking some time to load up my charts. So let me get rid of all this. Most of these drawings are from last week. So as you can see, the charts, if you pick up the levels and mark up your chart, as long as there's no violent, there's no sudden movement on the charts, the levels will still hold. So now this zone is now going to play as resistance. Price needs to stay below 118.96. If it stays below that level, it's going back. As you can see, this trend line has been broken, this zone has been broken. So if it pulls back in here and gives you a bearish reversal pattern on the 4 hour, it's always safer on the 4 hour because you can get lots of traps on the 1 hour. So if it gives you a drop here, you take the trade. But should this happen, then you know that this move is a trap move. That's what you need to be aware of. The Euro Yen has a habit of giving lots of trap moves. So you need to be aware of the pair you're trading and the characteristics of the pair you're trading. But on the daily, this is a bearish close from Friday. So we might see a bit of a pullback. So like I always say, you have two options. You pick from the top to the bottom. Then you just watch the pullback. It might pull back to as high as the 61.8. And if you look at the 61.8, tallies with this lower area here. So You just need to watch out for that. Doesn't mean you can't buy, but you just need to be careful. So next pair we're going to look at is the pound yen. Looking at the pound yen. The pound yen. Well, a pound yen bearish close. Very, very heavy bearish close. So what you do on this pair is very simple. The same thing like the euro yen. You pick the top, you put the fib on only the close of Friday, and you go like this, as if you want to trade it from the daily point of view. So what you would then do is you place an alert around the 38.2 area to the 61.8. So that's for those who want to trade off the daily. But for those who trade intraday, just give me a minute. All these arrows. I used to have the tree. I used to have something here that will show me all the stuffs on my chart so that I can easily remove them. So I'll look for it again. So it's easy for me just to select the arrows and remove all them. So on this pair, you just need it to pull back. You just need this pair to pull back a bit and then drop. As long as it stays below 135.09, it will continue. It's because two things, it can either drop here, find support here, and go up. So I'll prefer it to rally up into this zone, then drop from there. You just have something like this. So these are two possible scenarios. But should price go above this 135.66, then you should be waiting that you might see something like this and a move higher. Because when you're trading, it's always good to have a fluid mindset. Anything can happen, so you must make adjustments for it. In case you see it on the chart, you know how to respond. So the next pair we're going to look at is the AUD-USD. So looking at the AUD-USD, well, it's dropping back into this range. It may continue lower, but you need to be careful. There's something I'm going to point out on the intraday chart, and it is around here. On the daily, it's slightly higher, but on the intraday chart, it's just slightly lower. So, and that area is coming in around here. So, it's a possibility this pair might drop lower into this area. All things being equal, this pair now is back to being bearish. All things being equal, double rejection from this zone. So this zone now becomes a resistance area, which now is area left. So it might pull back. As long as it stays below 68.22, it's going to continue dropping because it's back into this range. That means this move up was false. So then we're going to look at is Euro AUD. So looking at the Euro AUD, it needs to take out this area where it is currently at. That is 63.12. 63.12 needs to give way on the Euro AUD for it to continue its move up. Let me see. Yeah, so this needs to give way for it to continue. So as long as it stays above 6180, it will continue its up. So now this might give it a bit of a challenge here. But as long as it stays above 6180, it will continue the up move. Because as you can see, this trend line I've been talking about. So the next pair we're going to look at is GBP AUD. So looking at the GBP AUD, well, spiked up. And if you notice, as long as it stays above 84.22, let me make this dark so that it's easy for people to see. As long as it stays above 84.23, might continue up. But a 4-hour close below here on the intraday basis might bring it back down. So this pair, this weight is looking at. It might dip, but on the intraday, your line in the sand comes in at 82.59. As long as it stays above 82.59, it might continue back up. That's why you see, I put this, it might drop it, then move back up. The last defense zone is 81.85. That's this area here. That's the last line of defense on this pair. So you just need to be aware of that. And finally, the last but not the least, the USD card. Looking at the USD card, it's kind of ranging. Can't see much for this pair. The only thing I can see on the daily is this zone. That is let me get it well. That's here. As long as price stays above 31.93, might continue up. So you see, it may come down, then bounce back up. If you look at it on the intraday, that zone is still holding. So that's it for today. Thank you all for taking your time to attend to these lectures. Thank you all for taking your time to attend to these lectures. I wish the charts will be posted on Instagram shortly and the video posted to YouTube. So you could take your time to go through them and update your charts for the coming week ahead. So thank you all for coming and wish you all a beautiful trading week ahead. Thank you.